Okay. Had a little power outage during a live stream. Let me make sure my mic was on during the live stream. That's strange. Like it blinked like 3 or 4 times and then came back on and stayed on. But I had to turn my PlayStation on, but my TV stayed on for some strange reason. Let me see. All right, we're good. So I can start off where I left off. 1 week left. I mean, I got everything. I remember when I got everything. This chick I used to play with, she got to complaining that I don't got everything already. I think she had a problem that I be on this game because it's more fun than anything else I play, I guess. Okay, so okay, so we did tap. So next is Kate. So we start off with Kate. So with Kate, let's see. I would say Kate could see auras of windows and pallets within a 15-meter range. Yeah, so 15 plus 32. Because this is not gonna affect the perk. So the perk will give it like the extra range. So within 15 meters, she could see auras of windows and pallets. Okay, so who's next? Adam. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So with Adam, with like any perks that requires him to build like as a getting stack wise, he would get like uh 3 as a head start. So like for auto didact, he would already be at 3 stacks. Okay, Jeff. Okay. I would he could read auras of survivors within 15 meters. Jane. Let's see. Jane. I would say she would get like an extra 3 seconds of stun. Like off of a pallet, flashlight, head on. All right, Ash. Okay, he's gonna kind of be like, what's her name, Laurie Strode. So when he's the obsession, so this is only gonna benefit him for being the obsession. He could see it got to be like a good aura reading. Okay, so when he's unhooking, healing, he could see the killer's aura for like, let's say 6 seconds. That only if he's the obsession. Okay, Nancy. How can we make you unique? Okay, so let's see. Whenever she's on a generator and another survivor gets on it with her, that would be like a 10% boost for both survivors. Okay, Steve. So whenever Steve is on hook now, cause they're about to do the anti-camping system thing, so that's not gonna fly well. Let's see. Well, I think they could work that into the new anti-camping system. Like, whenever Steve is on hook and a survivor is, let's say 2 survivors are around, it would slow it down by half the progress it would have. Let's see, Yui. What can we do with Yui? Okay. So I think Yui's gonna be a altruistic survivor, so I would say whenever Yui does anything altruistically for like 20 seconds, she leave no blood and scratch marks for 20 seconds. And if she No, I'll just leave it like that. I won't give her two. Okay, Zarina. All right, let's take a look at your perks. So for Zarina, I don't know too much about her. Okay, so I would say she would be a support survivor. I mean, according to what I'm reading here. So she would be a support survivor. So I'll say whenever she unhooks somebody or heals them, they leave no scratch marks. They get probably like a 5% haste, and they have no grunts of pain. That's when she the one who goes for the unhook. Cheryl. Let's see. Okay, here we go. For Cheryl, anytime she's not the obsession, she would always see the killer when the obsession is in chase, regardless of them being in stealth or not. Wait. Nah. I think the other survivors, cause she got like a lot of survivors. Should we do the same for them? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so for Maria, hold up. Let me go back up, cause I think I skipped Jonathan. Okay, so here we go, Jonathan. So I guess I could say when in a game with other Stranger Things survivors or in a game against Demogorgon. Let's see, because I think Jonathan is more of a loner. So when he's against Demogorgon or playing alongside of other Stranger Things characters, he gets like a 10% boost on generators, opening chests, cleansing totems, opening exit gates, as long as no one's around him. I guess that could be. I mean, I think I might need to make it a little stronger because this shit is a little situational for it to be so weak. So I would say instead of 15, no, I'll say 15. I would say 15 because this. Okay, so I guess he would be more of a swift survivor and not a random. Okay, so for Maria, I'll say when she's going against Pyramid Head or playing alongside other Silent Hill characters, when she died, when she sacrificed or Mori, the remaining survivors would get a. They would get. Let me see. What should they get? So this is gonna be when she dies. Okay, so they would get a extra 10% on generators when they're doing the same generator. Nah, I won't say that. Shit. When she died, okay, here we go. So when she dies, all survivors would be able to see one another throughout the rest of the match. Okay, so who's next? James. Let's see. So with James, when playing against Pyramid Head or when he's playing with Maria, he and Maria would, let's say, get a 5% movement speed when they're at least 10 meters of one another. No, so this is going to be him tied to Maria. So I would leave Pyramid Head out. All right, Sybil. So I would say when she sacrificed Omori, Uh, hmm. When she sacrificed to Morid, let's see. I don't want to keep making this about Silent Hill, but she is a palace swapper of Cheryl, so I'm gonna have to throw that in there. So, in a match with Silent Hill characters or against, if she dies, everyone would see the killer when the next survivor is on hook. Okay, so for Lisa. Mm, upon healing other survivors when playing with other Silent Hill characters or going against the killer, she would heal herself. She would heal herself completely if she heals other after healing a survivor. And Alyssa. Okay, so for Alyssa, whenever she's playing alongside of Cheryl, I would say they probably would leave no scratch marks when they're running within 12 meters of one another. Okay, so Felix. Felix. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so he's an architect. So okay, here we go. So after completing a gen with another survivor, that other survivor that he finished a gen with would do gens 10% faster. I would say no, I would say 25% faster. When that survivor takes a hit, they would no longer have that boost. Alright, Elodie. I would say for Elodie, okay, so for Elodie, Elodie would always see the closest chest. I think like within 24 meters, she would see a chest. Pretty much. She would see chess. I think she's more of a chess person anyway. Nah, I would say she would have a 25% chance of finding better qualities of items in chests. So when she opened a chest, she would never find a weaker version of that item. Like she won't find a brown med kit. She won't find a green key or green map. It would always be she would not find a weaker version of that item. Let me see. Okay, she won't find a yellow flashlight. She won't find a green key. I think that's about it. You know what? I would say on her first chest that she won't find those items. So when she opens one chest, whatever she gets is gonna have that quality. Okay, so who's next? Young Jin. Okay, here we go. So I think Young Jin, she benefits from other survivors messing up. So I would probably say okay, I will give her two effects. So one would be when she's working on a gen with another survivor and they miss a skill check, she gets a 10% speed bonus. And another effect would be whenever a nearby survivor goes down, she gets a 10% speed bonus for like 10 seconds. All right, Jill. I would say Jill would. I would say Jill would open chests 50% faster, since she's the master of unlocking. And when she's opened a chest, she has a 25% chance of getting iridescent add-ons to that item. So 25% chance means 1 out of 4, but the game only starts with 3. So if you bring another chest, you will probably guarantee yourself that 25%. Let me see. Claire. Let's see. What can we say about Claire? Okay, so Claire, when she's playing alongside Leon or Chris, I mean, I don't want to make the palette swap a lot stronger than the actual character, so I have to put these situations there. So for Claire, when she playing alongside of those two, okay, so I would say blinding the killer. I would say, yeah, yeah, I would say something about blinding the killer and Lightborn. I think Lightborn would be obsolete against her. It would be obsolete against her perk, not perk. Her, it's not a perk. So what we call it, a passion, passive. Yeah. So even with Lightborn, they would still be able to blind the killer if Claire is playing alongside Leon and Chris. So all three of them would have that benefit. Sheva. So for Sheva, playing alongside Chris, Jill, and going against Wesker. When she's injured, she gets a 20% boost to healing, unhooking, and I would say sabotaging. All right, that's enough for those. Leon, let's see.
I've had enough of
For
these stupid
Leon, I see Leon as more of a fuck up. So I would say, I don't know if Leon takes a hit or miss a skill check, it benefits the other survivors. Yeah, okay, so I would say if Leon miss a skill check or take a hit, the other survivors would see the killers for 5 seconds. Let's see. So for Chris, let's see. I would say when he's playing alongside Claire and Jill. Claire and Jill. when he's getting a survivor out of a dying state, they automatically get the endurance status. I would say the endurance status will probably last 10 seconds. Okay, Carlos. Whenever he's playing alongside Jill, I would probably say they need to like stick together. So I think it benefits them if they're together. So I would say a 10% action boost. Either they're like on their movement speed, gen, healing, especially healing the same survivor together. No, I think I put that on somebody already. So what would he and Jill have? I would say if he unhooks a survivor when playing alongside of Jill, I would say they would come to full health. But the trade-off would probably be him being injured. And if he's injured, he would probably, I won't say go into the dying state, but I would probably say he'll be broken. Alright, so for Michaela, I would say whenever she interacts with a totem, cleansing or blessing, let's see, what would happen? Okay, so whenever she interacts with a totem, she would get a ridiculous amount of healing speed. I think she would like heal survivors and heal survivors even in a dying state 100% at 100% speed. She doesn't necessarily have to be in the boon, but she just have to interact with the boon first. Okay, what's his name? Jonah. Okay, he's another cop, right? Oh, he's a mastermind. Ain't that something? I would say he would have corrective action base kit. I would say he would have corrective action base kit. Yuichi. Let's see. Okay, so for Yuichi, whenever another survivor stuns the killer by any means, they leave no pools of blood and scratch marks. So I would make him more of a support survivor. So they would have that effect for let me see. How long should they have that effect? Probably 7 seconds. Okay, Hetty. Okay, so she's brave. Okay. So let's see. I would say whenever she goes for the unhook, and she successfully gets the unhook and the killer attacks her, the hit that's supposed to put her in a dying state would give her deep wound.
I guess I could spare a few more minutes for you.
Okay, so Ada, I would say she's based on stealth, so I would probably say whenever you're in chase and the killer looks the wrong way, or no, I won't say look the wrong way. Like, let's say the killer goes the opposite direction of you while facing the other way. You will probably, your footsteps would be more silent and you won't leave scratch marks for like 5 seconds. Yeah, I think that's fair. But I'm not gonna let the effect of a killer moonwalking around the walls to play mind game have that effect. But they have to like leave the area. But you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see. Becky. Mm, okay, I would say whenever she heals another teammate, their footsteps become silent. Nah, I'm trying to have a different effect. I would say they would leave no scratch marks for 10 seconds, and they don't make loud foot sounds. Okay, Victorio. I would say he would have built-in fog wise, but it doesn't matter if the killer is stealthy or not. So he would be able to see killers in stealth mode when he hits a great skill check. Okay. Salida. Okay. Hmm. I would probably I would probably make it where you have to have both of them in a match. So I would probably say when both of them is on a generator, they do generate. I won't say they do it quietly. Let's see. When they're both on a generator. Okay, when they're both on a generator. However seconds they're on the generator would translate to how long when they're running together. It would determine how long they won't leave scratch marks, and they will have like a 5% speed boost as long as they're running 8 meters of one another. Okay, so for him, okay. Okay, so he's an engineer. So I would say something dealing with a generator. I would say if he's past 50% on a gen progression, and if he's forced off by any reason, the gen probably would be blocked. As long, I think the killer would probably have to leave the area for it to be unblocked. And while the gen is blocked, perks like Eruption, Jolt, Pain Res would not affect the gen. Okay, so for Nick Cage. Hmm. Probably probably when he's playing with other movie characters like Ellen Ripley, or I guess I could say the video game characters. Uh, it don't have to be all of them, but it has to be at least one of them. Uh, Everyone would be able to recover from the dying state, not just one time. Okay, Ellen, the last one. What would be her passive? Okay, so I would probably make her the Yeah, I think hers gonna have something to do with her being the obsession. So I would say upon surviving a 15-minute chase with the killer, she can she would like gain a token. Like each token would be like I think she can get up to 3 tokens for each 15-second chase she survives. So what would that token get her to do? I would probably say it would be like a her personal distortion or something. She can use it as a distortion, or she can use it. It had to be something dealing with Chase though. Okay, probably distortion and like a Metal of Man type of thing. She can take an extra hit. That would be it. Sorry, I had to take 2 videos because of the power was tripping.